Have you ever faced a decision so agonizing, so deeply personal, that it felt like tearing a piece of yourself away? Even if you knew it was for the greater good? Imagine that crucible of emotion playing out not in your living room, but on the grand stage of professional sports, under the unblinking gaze of millions. Tonight, we delve into a story that transcends mere hockey strategy, a narrative where the cold calculus of business collides head-on with the warmth of family ties, leaving one man, the general manager of the storied Montreal Canadiens, grappling with a choice that could define his legacy and break his heart. In the cutthroat world of professional sports, the mantra is often repeated: decisions can't be personal. It's a creed successful executives live by, a shield against sentimentality when multi-million-dollar assets and championship aspirations are on the line. But for Kent Hughes, the architect behind the Montreal Canadiens rebuild, that line between professional and the profoundly personal is about to blur, perhaps irrevocably. As the preseason grind continues and roster hopefuls battle for precious spots, the Canadiens find themselves in an enviable yet complicated position. While many teams across the league are desperately scouring the market for reliable defensemen, Montreal is staring at an embarrassment of riches, particularly on the left side of their blue line. This kind of surplus, while a testament to astute drafting and development, creates an inevitable logjam, a situation that almost always culminates in one thing: a trade. We're talking about a situation where talent is overflowing and difficult choices loom large. Names like Arber Xhekaj, Jayden Struble, and Adam Engstrom are all vying for significant NHL minutes, each bringing a unique skill set and immense potential to the ice. It's a fantastic problem to have, certainly, but a problem nonetheless. You can't keep everyone, and you can't stunt the growth of promising young players by burying them on the depth chart. The market demands movement, and the internal dynamics of the team necessitate clarity. As Marco D'Amico of RG Media recently articulated on The Sean Starr Show, the writing is on the wall. I think the Canadiens have to trade one of Arber Xhekaj, Jayden Struble, or Adam Engstrom within the next year or so, D'Amico stated, underscoring the urgency of the situation. Sean Starr, ever the provocateur, immediately floated Struble as the most likely candidate, a sentiment D'Amico seemed to echo, adding, "I know that there's appreciation for Jayden Struble across the league." And he's absolutely right. The scouting reports are glowing. The potential is undeniable, and other GMs are undoubtedly watching with keen interest. But here's where the story takes its poignant turn. Because none of that widespread appreciation, none of that external valuation, can possibly compare to the deep personal connection Kent Hughes himself has with Jayden Struble. For Hughes, this isn't just about moving prospect. It's about potentially moving family. This isn't your typical player-GM dynamic. Jayden Struble isn't just another name on the Canadiens' extensive depth chart. He's practically an honorary member of the Hughes household. His journey in hockey has been intertwined with the Hughes family for years, a bond forged in the crucible of youth hockey and strengthened through shared experiences. Struble grew up alongside Kent Hughes' own sons, Riley and Jack, sharing locker rooms and dreams as teammates on the Boston Junior Eagles. Their connection deepened further at St. Sebastian's Prep School, where they continued to hone their skills together. The ties became even more profound when Struble and Jack Hughes spent 4 pivotal years as college roommates at Northeastern University, navigating the challenges of collegiate hockey and life side by side. And if that weren't enough, before stepping into the demanding role of general manager for one of hockey's most iconic franchises, Kent Hughes himself served as Struble's player advisor, guiding his career, offering counsel, and investing personally in his development. This isn't just a professional relationship. It's a mentorship, a friendship, a familial bond that runs deep. That's precisely why the mere possibility of a Struble trade hits differently, resonating with an emotional weight that few other transactions could carry. It is undeniably business. But for Kent Hughes, it is also profoundly, undeniably personal. Struble himself once acknowledged the profound impact Hughes had on his early career, saying, "He's been huge for me, especially when I was younger." This isn't just a quote. It's a testament to a relationship built on trust, guidance, and shared history. And therein lies the agonizing dilemma. The Canadiens, in their quest to build a sustainable contender, might be forced to make a move from a position of strength, to sacrifice a valuable asset. But if that strategic solution means trading a defenseman who has practically been a third son, a young man he's watched grow and develop from childhood, then Hughes will be staring down the barrel of the toughest kind of NHL decision. One that cuts uncomfortably close to home. The cold, hard fact of the depth chart further complicate matters. In Montreal, Struble currently finds himself behind established talents and highly touted prospects like Lane Hutson, Caden Gull, and Mike Matheson. The competition is fierce, and opportunities for consistent NHL minutes are scarce. Adding another layer to this intricate puzzle, Demidov pointed out that Arber Xhekaj was recently named an alternate captain for a preseason game against Toronto. This gesture, Demidov suggests, signals that the Canadiens have re-upped their relationship with Xhekaj, a clear indication of their commitment to another young defenseman battling for ice time and attention. This only intensifies the squeeze on Struble, making his path to a regular roster spot in Montreal even more challenging. From a purely objective standpoint, a trade might actually be the most benevolent outcome for Struble himself. Demidov offered a compelling perspective on how Hughes might rationalize such a difficult decision. I think the way that Kent Hughes would see it is, I want to give this young man the best opportunity to get an NHL career, and if we have too much going on in Montreal, perhaps it's best elsewhere, Demidov speculated. This isn't about discarding talent. It's about facilitating a career, about finding the right fit for a player with immense potential. And the market, as always, plays a crucial role. There are teams in the NHL right now that are looking for defense, Demidov emphasized. While the upcoming 2026 draft is reportedly loaded with defensemen, the grand majority of those prospects are still 2 to 3 years away from making an NHL impact. Many teams, particularly those looking to inject young talent into their blue line sooner rather than later, will be eager to acquire a player like Jayden Struble, a young, NHL-ready defenseman with a high ceiling. Despite the deeply personal ties, the strategic imperative, and the opportunity for Struble to thrive elsewhere could ultimately sway Hughes. So, as the preseason winds down and the regular season looms, Kent Hughes stands at a crossroads. The decision before him is not merely a transaction. It's a profound test of leadership, a balancing act between the heart and the head. It's a choice that will undoubtedly be gut-wrenching, as Demidov so aptly put it. How do you reconcile the demands of building a championship team with the loyalty and affection you hold for someone you've watched grow up? How do you make a business decision that feels so intensely personal? This isn't just about moving a player. It's about navigating the complex, often brutal, human element that underpins every strategic move in professional sports. It's a reminder that even at the highest levels, behind every roster move, every trade, there are real people, real relationships, and real emotions at play. What do you think, our loyal viewers? If you were in Kent Hughes' skates, facing this incredibly difficult choice, what would you do? Would you prioritize the personal connection, or would the strategic needs of the Canadiens take precedence? We want to hear your thoughts. Please hit that like button if you found this analysis insightful, and more importantly, drop a comment below and tell us how you would navigate this gut-wrenching decision. Your perspective matters, and we'll be reading every single one. Until next time, keep the conversation going, and remember that in sports, sometimes the biggest battles are fought not on the ice, but in the hearts and minds of those who lead.